Okay, so I want to kick out one more video because I want to teach you guys how to brow map yourself. I do this like all day at work. It's like one of our things that we do at work. And basically it's like how to find your perfect brow shape based on like your eye shape and your nose and your face shape. So this is how we brow map at Benefit, okay? So what you're going to want to do, let me get a mirror so I can show you. You're going to need a mirror. Ignore this side. I don't use that side. It's the magnified side. So you're going to want to take a mirror, okay, and you're going to want to look straight ahead into it, okay? So I'm going to do this in the camera because obviously I don't need to brow map myself. I'm just showing you guys how to do it. Because a lot of you guys always ask me, how do you find your perfect brow shape? How do I know what's the perfect brow shape for me, etc., etc., etc. For me, my brows used to be shorter. They used to be more like maybe I would say about a centimeter in, like right here. And I drew them in a little bit more. For a while I wasn't quite used to it. It kind of felt like it made me look a little angry. But the more I get used to it, the more I like it because it frames my eye a little bit better. My eyes are naturally really big. So these kind of proportion everything out, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to pull you a little closer because we're going to get up close and personal. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to look straight ahead into a mirror, okay? And you're going to start from the inner groove of your nose and you're going to go straight up. And this is where your brow should start. Okay? If you have one of those like long Q-tip thingies that you see at like makeup counters, grab a few of those and use that because that's like the best way to do it. So right now I'm just using an eyeliner brush. You can use a pencil, but I feel like you get a more accurate, you know, reading the more slim your tool is. So yeah, groove of your nose right here and straight up ahead. And this is where your brow should start. I'm looking in the frame, so excuse me if I'm not looking at you, okay? I'm just making sure I'm like looking in the frame. So this is where your brow should start. See, mine used to start like right here. Some people, what they do is they go from the groove of the nose and they go through the eye. So you can do that too, and it's like the same point. So you can go from the outer groove of your nose through the inner corner of your eye and it would still be the same point as the one here, okay? Some people do it based on right here, and that's too short. When you look from the side, it's like too short with your eye, and it's very sparse, I feel. So this is how we do it at Benefit. This is how we brow map, and this is how the reason why we brow map this way is so that it's proportion to your eye and proportion to your nose, because the nose is the center of your face. So it's going to be proportion to your face proportions as well as your eye. So this is what we call point A. And if it helps you at all, like for those of you who are learning how to fill in your brows or learning how to shape your brows, I would kind of make a little dot there with either a pencil or something that's easy to rub off, obviously. I used to use a white pencil, and I would go straight up and then just kind of make a dot. And your arch should be, let me do it on this side because there's lighting here sucks. You want to go from the outer groove of your nose and straight up through your iris. And this is where your arch should be. The highest point, so right there. Okay, you're gonna make another point right there, and then where it should end should be the outer groove of your nose to the outer corner of your eye, and that's where it should end. Okay, right there. And you're gonna make another dot. Now basically we're gonna connect the dots. Some people like to square off their brows. Mine's kind of like a softer square shape, but it's totally up to you. I tend to like my brows natural and bold, like a mix of both, so it's totally up to you what you feel looks better on you. But as far as your shape goes, basically what you're going to end up doing is you're going to start from this point and connect the dot up there, connect the dot down there, and that's going to be the top. And then the bottom's going to be right underneath. So you're going to kind of want to follow your natural eyebrow shape as much as possible. I know a lot of people that always come to me and they're always like, oh my god, I can't ever grow my brows out, they don't grow. You gotta wait. I'm not joking. There are some places that will never grow. Like there are some places on me that have never grown ever in my life. And then also places where as soon as I plucked it, it never grew back. As far as the inner part, sorry, I'm like hearing noises. As far as the inner part, it took me hella long. Like this is like a good 2 months of growing it in, and you'll see in my previous brow tutorial how sparse they really are in that area and how hard it is for me to grow it in, but I'm really trying. It's funny because I have like 1 or 2 hairs in this area, like on both sides, where it helps me kind of map everything out. So yeah, that's basically what you're going to want to do. If you're trying to grow out in certain places, like at Benefit we like to taper which is this part where it tapers upwards. We're very famous for the tapering part. That's totally your option. Some people like their brows more rounded and more kind of like where it goes like this, you know what I mean? But we like straight lines at Benefit. So this is how we do it. And brow mapping is a Benefit term, okay? And so it's point A, point B, point C, and you basically connect the dots. Should be fairly easy. This is how you're gonna find your perfect brow shape. I don't believe in eyebrow stencils because they're different to everybody's eye. I like don't believe in that at all. But I would say just go with whatever you're comfortable with as far as coloring it in goes, because you know, coloring it in bold at first is going to be really different for you, and you might want to start off softer and, you know, just whatever it is, make them as defined as you can and as soft as you want. But that's how you're going to find your perfect brow shape. That's how you're going to map it, okay? So it's going to have to start from here and then go like that and then go like that, and that's pretty much going to be, there are so many trucks here, and that's pretty much going to be your brow shape. If you have any questions on how to actually fill them in, let me know. If it helps at all, I would definitely go to someone who knows how to shape brows, someone who is licensed to do it. A lot of people, we get a lot of clients that come from nail shops and they're like, oh my god, this girl messed up my brows, she rounded them out, she told me I would never have an arch, like the reasons go on and on and on. And a lot of people come back to us to get them shaped. A lot of people come to us to get their brows shaped to begin with and just maintain the shape. So I would definitely go somewhere that can shape your brows exactly how you want them and exactly how it should be to your face. Once that happens, you can upkeep it, but as far as like length goes, that's how you're going to find your shape and that's how it's going to taper. That's just how Benefit does it. So if you like that, like if you like my kind of brow, I guess you could say, that's how Benefit's going to do it. But I would pick your esthetician wisely. We have a lot of clients that come in that say they've come from other Benefits and they jacked up their brows, and that kind of upsets me because that's our business, you know. So I'd be really careful. Choose your esthetician. For any of you guys who are in STAC, all the estheticians at Art and Fair are amazing, 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 amazing. I don't know too much about our other estheticians in other areas. I hear average things about other places. That's kind of mean of me to say, but I just know that for sure our brow counter is like really, really popular. Our brow bar is really popular at Art and Fair. If you guys are wondering who does my particular brows, his name is Kirk. Hi, boo. Casey's one of my BFFs at Benefit. He's amazing and he's really good at what he does. Everyone all day, every day asks me how I do my brows, what I use, who does them, etc., etc. And of course, I'm always referring them to Kirk. Kirk was the one who helped me reshape them a little bit. My shape is very similar to before. The only difference is that they're longer and they're tapered better, but they're very similar. I did have to grow them out in certain places, like a little bit up here. They were a little bit thin up here and a little bit little too curved up here, like they were kind of curved a little bit, not as straight, and I needed to grow the inner part a little bit. And then I'm also trying to grow out the tail because I would always pluck that one hair that made it look longer. So if you guys want brows like mine, Kirk is amazing. Nancy is our lead esthetician there. And then we have Whitney, Eva, Kassar, and sometimes our girl Christine does it too. We have freelancers as well. Did I miss anyone? I hope I didn't miss anyone, but if you guys are watching this, I'm so sorry. But yeah, if you guys are wondering who does my brows and you guys are in the Sacramento area, Kirk does my brows. So tell him I sent you. I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys have any questions, you know where to leave them. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.